Hey, Harry Potter fans! Another day to draw a Harry Potter character. I'm so excited. So it's either Elle or Ella has requested Professor Trelawney. Love her. Love Elle or Ella that requested it. Love Harry Potter. Anyways, kind of a fun fact. I watched on TV, recorded I think it's CBS, doing the Tri-Wizard Tournament, and it has like the biggest fans. And so my husband recorded it for me, and so I was watching it, seeing how well I almost answered every question right, which I was disappointed I didn't get everyone. But one was like, okay, what couch were they sitting on? It was kind of a crazy. What was Hermione's parents' couch sitting on book 7 movie when she went to go erase her memory? Anyways, that one was a little crazy because I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Who's looking at that? Anyways, but everybody got it wrong. So it wasn't just me, it was everybody. So I felt a little better. I'm like, okay, but I pretty much rocked it. Yeah. If they were giving money, I'd win $1 million. Yeah. So we're going to get started, and we're going to start. Her head is it's very long, a long head. So what we're going to start with a circle. But the circle on the top part is going to come down. So it's going to actually be an oval. Do you see how long that is? And then we're going to have her chin in there. So she has a really long face. So we're going to do a line down the middle. And then we're going to do a line across the middle here. Okay? So on that line, we are going to be doing, first we're going to do the glasses, because that's the focal point, is her blind eyes. Oh, you gotta love her. So fun. So on this line right here, we're gonna put the center bridge. It's gonna be the bridge of the glasses. And then we're gonna do circles around the outside. So just do your best to do a circle around the outside. Of course, mine's not perfect, yours might be perfect, unless you can find something to trace. So we have one circle going all the way around, and then on this side, do the same thing. I'm making it come all the way to the edge of her face, if you notice, because her glasses are giant, enormous. Now you're going to try to do parallel lines on the inside here. So I'm doing my best to try to make this as round as possible, just freehanding it, okay? So same thing on this side. Awesome. Now I'm just lightly going to color it, just so we're going to Sharpie it later, just to make me feel better. And then this is going to be the side of her glasses, which will be colored in also, okay? All right, do her amazing eyes. So on this line, we are going to do her big, giant eyeballs, because it's magnifying by the glasses. You're going to make like a bowl shape, and then slightly cross-eyed, just because the glasses are so big. You're going to make one of the eyeballs. So do the same thing over here, right on the line. The bowl shape, and then this is going to be her other eye, okay? And then she's got a cute button nose we'll just work on later, so it's right there. And then her mouth, it's like she's talking right now, so she's giving like a prophecy. All right, so now we can erase the crossbar, because we don't need that anymore. That was very helpful. I do have a couple of fun facts on her. Every time I do a Harry Potter character, I'm like, oh, it's my favorite. But then the next one I do, I'm like, oh, my favorite. I like something about each one of them. So inside the eyes, she has huge, this is not a pupil, that's the shiny. And then you want to put the pupil in there, which we will be sharpening, okay? So then the pupil comes in. And I made her look more like her eyebrows were distressed by making them come up. She always looks like she's a little worried, you know? So we're going to be making them eyebrows, whoop, going up. Okay, she's looking good. And eventually we're going to color in there. Okay, so that part's done. Now for her teeth, what I did, you're going to come across the middle here. It's like our front teeth. And then the bottom, this is, oh, I was going to color that red for her tongue. I forgot to color that. And this will be Sharpied in. So you can either make this her bottom teeth, or you can color that in red, which, am I going to do it? Yes. Let's see what it looks like colored in red. Much better. So I would color that in red. All right, so for her nose, I'm just going to leave her nose because I might make it a little bit more pointy just right here, but I like her button nose there, okay? All right, so now we're gonna do her scarf that she's wearing on her head. So up here, make an archway from one side to the other, and then it's gonna come up. Make it go over the sides just a little bit so it looks like it's going around her head, and then this part you go up and around. So we're going to erase inside here because that's going to be her head scarf she's wearing. Awesome job. Okay, so this is going to be part of her head scarf. It's just coming off the side, and then it's going to come over. So coming off of here is just, it's like fringe. So I'm just going to make it come across, and then you can just put a couple of lines in there, as many as you want. Okay, so same thing on this side. We'll do this one in a second because it's kind of coming behind the hand, and we don't want to mess that up. So now you can just do some, I just did some fun patterns. So I did a couple of like thin lines and some bigger lines, and then I made some going another direction. It's kind of a whimsical scarf she's wearing. So you guys can make your pattern however you want. So I'm going to put a couple of lines here, make some vertical lines, and make some lines coming up here. And then I'm just using it's like the warm, whimsical colors of orange and reds and browns and greens. Oh, more like earthy, kind of earthy. Yeah, I would say earthy. Okay. So now we're going to do her crystal ball. So it's going over her chin. And try to do your best to make it round. It's not going to be perfect, but do your best, okay? Sometimes if you go around a few times, you get more of a roundness to it. And so then, of course, we want to erase the chin because it's behind it. And I put a little shiny in there. Boop. All right. Looking great. Now her hair, oh, love it. It's almost like a triangle coming off. Woohoo! But you want to make it like wavy, different kinks of waves. Do the same thing on this side. And then after I'm done, when I Sharpie, I'm going to add a couple of like crazy fun hairs. All right. So it's still, her hair's still going. Man, she's got crazy hair. Let's see. So she's the divination teacher at Hogwarts. And I believe you can remind me, I think she was a student there, right? And although she believes she's a great seer, real prophecy are rare from her, like to get the rare prophecies. But she has done some doozies that were right on. Of course, they're all the prophecies are kept in these little spheres in the basement of Ministry of Magic. But you know that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do her hand. So coming off of here, kind of like a rounded square. And now we're going to put her fingers coming off of it. So we have her thumb right there. And then now she's going to have her fingers. So we have one finger. And then we have two fingers. Now this one, it's a finger that's going to go over it. So we're doing that finger over. And then this finger is going to go over too. So you can erase a little bit in there. And then we're going to put a ring on her. So she's got cool jewelry. So she's going to put a big ring on here. And then her wrist is going to come down where she has more dangly jewelry. All right. Erase in here. Super drop. So for her hair, I just did a lot of waves. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, and we have to put the fringe in here. So let's put the fringe in behind here. So it's just gonna be a bunch of lines for her scarf fringe. And then you can add some hair. All right, so we have her shoulders. So it's kind of coming out. Let's say here's her neck, her shoulders. And I'm just gonna show you, we'll add some texture to it, but this is just a roundabout. So that's kind of where it is, but we're gonna add some fun stuff to it. So her shoulders are gonna come down and up. So let's add texture to this. So now you wanna add some like creases and some character to it. So it's not just plain, and you can put some wrinkles in there. And she has bracelets on. So I made her have one, and that one's a little big. Two. No, I'm gonna couple of bracelets in there. All right, and her shirt come down. Okay, so let's give her some character over here. So and her hand, so we have a thumb coming out here, and then she has her finger. So there's one finger, and this one's kind of like two fingers, and then three fingers. You see how I did that? And then we are gonna put her more bracelets on this side. If you want to make the bracelets fun colors, I think the gray is kind of boring. Maybe we'll make them like a red or something. Something fun. All right. So what else do we have? Oh, just a couple of hairs. So now we are going to Sharpie it. Let me show you how I colored it to make it look like that. Oh, she has a necklace on. She has lots of necklaces on. I just drew one of them. But you can draw as many necklaces as you want. So I'm going to start off with my Ultra Fun. So let's go. Now I am going to Sharpie the glasses and around the outside. Now I'm going to erase. Okay, I'm going to start with her eyes. So you can get sage green or any green, yellow, this is a jade green. Start heavy at the top, and as you come down, kind of just go around the outside and then get really light in there. Okay, heavy, like really hard at the top, go around the outside and really light inside there, okay? And then you're going to take your gray, and now we're giving it a shadow. So the glasses are giving her a shadow right here. Super job. Now we're gonna color her whole face peach. I guess I'll just do one side. So we're just gonna do medium pressure. And then inside here, don't just go around the outside of where the glasses are and around her eyes, but don't do anything else because you want it to look like it's kind of like a magnifying glass in there. So it's gonna her face, medium coverage. And then don't forget her hands. Oh, fun facts. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, she's a half-blood. Oh, she's not even full-blood. One of her parents is Muggle. She is the one that made, the prophecy that, about Harry Potter and Voldemort, like one has to die. She made that prophecy, and so it's a big deal. That's why Voldemort wants Harry dead so he could be alive, because only one can live. We all know who lives at the end, right? Right, part of the adventure. So now I'm taking this and I'm gonna pressure a little bit harder just to give it a little bit more darks and lights. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you want to take, I'll do a little more here. Just do a little more underneath here. Okay, so now let's take the tan. Now we're gonna go around the outside of it. Press hard here, and then it's gonna come in and go really light. So hard along the edge, and then really light. Maybe a little darker underneath the eyebrow, and then just a touch in here. And then under the glasses for sure. And then also around the nose. Around the outside of her face. And a little bit, oh, I forgot the bottom of her lip. Right here. There we go. Better. And let's see what else. Oh, the tan. Let's do a little tan on the hand too. All right, so now what you're going to do is you're going to take the pink and we're going to put pink on her nose. Let's pretend. There we go, a little nose. And then we're going to put a touch of pink on the upper lip and then a lot of pink on the lower lip right here. And then also some pink cheeks. I'm also going to put pink around her eyes because you know what? She's probably been crying because she is deathly afraid of Umbridge. And so she's probably been crying because Umbridge like fired her and just is so mean to her. So I'm putting a little red right there. And then her cheeks are red. No, pink. And now I'm going to take a touch of red, just a little bit on her nose, because she's crying. And then a little bit on the lip, the bottom, and then along the edge here. And I'm also going to color her her tongue. So I like that better. And now while we have red, I am going to just give a few accent colors in here. So you can just pick some different reds, make some of these strings red. And some pieces in here red. It's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be mostly red. We're gonna put some different colors in there. And you can make some lighter red. Make some of this lighter. Oh, I'm not going all the way around. I keep forgetting that. Okay, we'll put this red too, why not? Okay, so now we are going to take the brown, light brown. Is this light brown? Yes. For her eyebrows. And then also for her hair. So I'm going to come in around her scarf. Oh, you know what also I'm going to do with I'm going to get the thicker Sharpie and kind of make the crazy hairs that are coming out because she has that crazy. Or you could do thin Sharpie. She's got those crazy hairs. And also make it darker right along her face right here. And so give it some accents of the brown in here. Yeah, it doesn't look the same as this one, but that's okay. They all can be a little bit different. Put some browns in here. I went to the outside. Okay. And then now you want to take the brown and kind of go around your crazy hair, especially along the edge here. And then the rest we are going to make blonde, and we'll probably put some tan in there. So we're just going to color the rest of her hair blonde. And then we'll put tan in there. blonde, and then tan. So we're gonna come in here with tan, and then you can make some crazy hairs in here. And then we'll probably put some color in there. So keep working on that. What else are we doing? Oh, so this is gray for, you can do some jewelry gray, or you can make it colored. Probably put different color bangles. Also, oh, get the dark green, and then we're gonna add some green pieces to this. I'm also gonna add some orange in there. Oh, I don't wanna do that side. Don't do that side. Let's add some orange. So different orange pieces. And then if you want to come in with your, with your dark green, regular green, I'm just going to be doing some smudges. So it almost looks like there's like patterns in here, maybe flower pattern. So I'm just doing little smudges to give it a little character here. All right, and so her outfit is, I did jade green. So I'm just going to color the whole thing medium pressure, jade green. And then I am going to go around the edges darker and where the Sharpies are. And now I'm going to take regular green, and then I'm putting a pattern on her shirt. So if you look at it, it kind of has like a, might be flowers or just dots, just random places. And if you want to come in here, you can actually make it a little bit darker, right around where her hand is, so it looks like the hand's popping out more and underneath here. And then for the ball, I just did the jade green and around the outside just lightly. And I put some in the middle. And then I'm going to put some blue. You can pick any color blue. This is light blue. So I'd probably do a lighter blue. And then we're just going to put in some more colors so it looks like kind of swirly. So you can make that as light or as dark as you want. Going over some green swirls. But I think there you go. You pretty much have the gist of it. I hope you enjoyed that and watch some of my other Harry Potter videos. See ya!